Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today we're going to be taking a look at Conqueror Arena Defenses and why they work. So let's just get right into it here. And first on the list we have Taney, Princess Taney, if you will. And even though it's showing Conqueror, she's actually a G2, G3 player. So we can just take a look here and see what she's running. She has a Samath, also a Perna, and Varad, and Orion. So really like a lot of key elements for like G3 arena defenses, right? You have Samath, Perna, Orion. That's really the trifecta. I would say the only difference is that you would probably want to have a buff stripper instead of a Varad, because what I would probably do to counter this would be something along the lines of this. But let's take a look, because really what you're trying to focus on defending against is like different types of Lucians. You're trying to defend against different types of cleaves, different types of bombs. So overall, this defense is really good against bombs, because if you have a set of bombs laid down, the Samath is coming back and is going to smack you in the face, and then you have the Perna that's going to come back as well. You might kill the Orion and the Varad, but the Samath alone could potentially take out the rest of your bomb team, and then the Perna coming back as well could pretty much take care of the rest of your bomb team as well. So you really don't have too much play against bombs to fight against this type of arena defense. So secondly though, Lucians, you probably have to run some sort of speed Lucian comp against this one, unless you have like a really fast like Tion or something, and do like speed leader with Tion, and then boost up a slow Lucian to completely cleave him out. But then what if that happens? Boom, they come back, boom, smack on your face, boom, Perna, and you're done. You only have one Lucian to worry about, and it's just it's rough. Trust me, it's rough. So it's hard to Lucian this, I would say, unless you have like really specific runes, meaning that your first Lucian has enough to kill them, and then you have your second Lucian on Will with like a lot of HP, so that way when they come back, you take that hit from Samath on the face, you can come back and kill the rest of them with your second Lucian and still be alive. So that'd be nice. You gotta have Will though, because of course the Samath's gonna be on Despair. But it's rough, okay? Trust me, it's rough. Even with the Will on your Lucian, there's things that can go wrong. You might not be able to outspeed that Orion because Samath has a 33% speed leader, which is really, really annoying. But again, this is what I would probably take against it, because what's going to happen is that Orion's going to try to strip some buffs off of me, and then you have the Samath, you have the Varad, and you have the Perna that are going to come in. Perna's obviously going to attack the two wind monsters, unless Orion is savvy enough to remove the buffs off of my Zeros defense break and do all this funny shit against him. That's the only way that Perna's gonna go after somebody else. And then if something does happen, as long as I stay alive, I should be okay, because the Tiana's coming back. Okay, so we should be fine. We should really be fine. Perna didn't really do too much damage. There comes the Samath. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this, increase everybody up. And then I brought the Ganymede here because I don't want to mess around with Samath. I want to make sure that he's reset. I don't care about anything else. I just want to make sure that Samath is reset 100%, no chance of not dying. So then this happens. Of course, my super high accuracy Zeros, I think he's at like at least 70% plus accuracy, then gets resisted by the Samath anyway. So thank God I was able to remove it with Ganymede. So boom, it takes a lot of special nat 5s to beat this type of defense. Again, it's a Guardian 2, Guardian 3 defense with Samath and all these other things. So let's try to find something more along the lines of Conqueror. So this is a nice Conqueror defense, I would say. I could almost see this working in higher rank arena as well, because it's got all the key components. You have your what's that one, the Gemini, you have your Orion, and so both of them are going to be removing buffs and making way for the Rakan and the Chow. The only way that I can see this not working against like the team that I'm running is if the Rakan and the Chow are not fast enough, which is a common common Conqueror mistake is to have a gauge buffer on your team and then not have a fast enough counter or follow up after it, and then you just get cut. You just get cut. It's like same idea as arena offense. If you don't have your speed set correctly, you're gonna get cut. Okay, that's it. You're just gonna get cut. But I mean, Orion derps. Orion's the least derpy out of all of them because if he uses the first skill, he has a chance to redo it again, which is pretty nice. But if he uses the second skill, you're kind of cucked. So I'm gonna use Seal Magic. I would just say on this guy here because I don't want him to like defense break me, and there's no point in sealing magic anybody else. So let's just do that. We'll bring up this. Drop the Fiery Breath on. I always like to hit pause when it hits so that way I can see which monsters resisted, which monsters didn't. So I was able to kill the 2 first ones, and then the Chow was the only one that resisted. Oh, I wasn't able to kill that one. Oh, gee, oh my god, what is happening? Okay, so that wasn't cool. There comes a collapse down. I am going to ventilate myself, and then I should probably get rid of this Recon ASAP. Kill it. Oh god. Oh god, this Chow. Alright, I'm going to reset him, reset the attack gauge of the Recon, and then go from there. But you can see there's some things that can definitely go wrong. I don't think at this point anything's going to go wrong. I should have enough damage between these 3 to take out the Chow. But this Chow has got some violent procs for days, man. For days. Wow. Wow. OP, right? Okay. Galleon's dead. Galleon is freaking dead. Maybe we don't have enough damage. I don't know. This Chow. Oh god, this Chow, guys. This Chow is too much. It's too much. Come on. All right. So we should be good. We should be good. Yep. Okay. Cool. A little scary though. A little scary. So this is the reason though why this defense is pretty good. It has some good components into it. You just got to be careful though, cuz it may get cut. I wish the Orion would have done the right defense move against me, but that's one of the things. So this defense is kind of cool because you have it's just fast. It's just super fast, and really if you don't have anything to counter the fastness of it, you're probably gonna die. Like you have the so much defense breaks or defense ignores that you're probably gonna die. So what do you do against this team? Well, if you don't have a bunch of cool nat 5s, you have to outspeed it for one. Have to outspeed it. The nice thing about this defense and fighting against it is it doesn't have a 33% speed leader. So if you have a 33% speed leader, that gives you a super high advantage. Plus it's using Bernard, so if you have a frigate instead, or not a frigate, a Kabila instead, then you could most likely outspeed it as well. However, what if you only have a frigate? What if your frigate is not very fast to begin with as well? What if you get outsped? Let's take a look and find out. So I'm going to use frigate instead of Kabila and hopefully not get outsped. I'm probably going to get outsped. I didn't get outsped. So again, the only way that this is going to work is if you're outspeeding everybody. There wasn't any will on anybody as well, so Leo would have completely shredded them. And from here, there's nothing you could do against this anyway. There's nothing if you get outsped, you're done. Really, that's what it comes down to. If you get outsped, unless you can hope that the other person's arena offense doesn't have the right speed tuning, they get cut in between, then you're gonna lose. So let's just do one more here. We'll talk about one more. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. So this has all the key components. All the key components of a Guardian 3 legendary ranked arena. Joe Trader. I don't necessarily know him, so I don't know if this is like actually gonna be a legendary ranked arena defense. But if you take a look at it, what's gonna happen? So you either need to outspeed it, or you need to out tank it. So you could probably out tank this kind of easily. The only problem is that you have the Orion that's going to be, increasing gauge buffs and doing a lot of things, and then you have Varad that's going to bring your attack bar down, freeze you. Then you have the stuns and the reset from Samath, and then you have the stuns and just the pure annoyativity of the Juno there. That really, the best thing that I can possibly come up with against this team is to outspeed. I have to outspeed it, and then I have to also, I would have to say I need to bring some sort of like resetter too, because I just don't want that Samath to be going against me. Now, mostly nobody ever uses, they don't use Will on Samath, so I'm gonna bring a Ganymede to counter him. So I'm gonna use something like this. The only people that are probably gonna have Will on it is the Varad, but as long as we can get rid of at least, say, the Samath and the Juno with double bombs on the Juno, we could probably take care of the Varad and Orion left over, right? So most likely though, my frigate's gonna outspeed the Orion. We should be in good shape. We don't always need to bring Tiana. That's a lot of people think that. I should rune up my Bastard a little bit better. But look at that. No will runes on anybody. And you just psyched yourself out for nothing. So in order to be a Guardian legendary ranked arena, I would say you could probably get into Guardian with this because people are going to be scared to even fight it. But in order to be like a legendary rank arena defense, it has to have the will runes on it. And the Orion's got to be able to outspeed my 280 something speed frigate with a 24% speed leader, especially if he's not on will. If he's not on will, he better be pushing 300 speed or more. So again, I want to seal magic on the Samath because Samath won't play no games. Trust me, guys. If there's anything that you have that you can get rid of that with, do it. I'm going to leave the Juno up because I don't want to put a dot and a bomb on the Juno because then it'll just heal up. So I'm just going to take care of the Varad and get rid of everybody except for that. I'll go ahead and not defense break the Juno because, I mean, who needs the defense break anyway? We don't need that. I'm going to ventilate myself. I don't know why, but we're going to do it. Throw some stuns down and then just go ahead and take care of this Orion, and then once we have that, once we have the Orion down, we'll do this. I don't, why not? And let's go speed it up. We're going to then now throw a bomb down. Throwing that bomb down, we got one more here. I'm not gonna put the bomb down because it's gonna just remove them. Okay, it removed it anyway because I put the defense break on. And hopefully we can get the Sierra here. We're going to put this guy up here. And then we're going to full speed ahead. This is why Juno is just annoying, because for bombs at least it's rough, guys. The struggle is pretty real. And we should finish it off there. Okay. GG. Done. But again, it has great components in the arena defense. Samath. Awesome, but it just doesn't have everything the way it needs to be a legendary arena defense. So Joe Trader, if you're watching, I would recommend putting some will runes, just sprinkle them around, maybe one or two monsters to screw with some people, put a little RNG factor in there, and you should be in good shape. You got some great monsters. Then I would say maybe if instead of a Rad, put like a different sort of fire monster like Rakan if you have it. I don't know who you have. I don't really know you too well or at all. But aside from that, hopefully this video helped you guys out. I hope it did. I wish I could show you their runes, but unfortunately with the Conqueror Arena Defenses, I can't get into their runes because they're not on like the top rankings or anything. But if you want to see more Conqueror Arena defenses and why they work, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff that normal people do when they watch videos. And I would gladly appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.